this video, you will learn how to use the date-time tool to convert strings to dates. Earlier, you learned how to convert data types from string to numeric, both in a formula and using a select tool. However, dates are not as easy because there are so many different formats that a date could be written in. For a simple example, consider a firm which has a fiscal year end that is also a calendar year end. The date of the report could be written as December 31st, 2022, 12/31/2022, 12/2022, 2022, 12/31, 2022 -12/31, and you get the picture. Even more complicated is the possibility that a date such as 1/5/2022 could be interpreted as either the 5th day of January or the 1st day of May. Because humans have introduced significant variation into date-time reporting formats, dates often cause particular challenges for computer programming and data transformation. Alteryx simplifies the process of using dates to mark time by including a date-time tool on the parse menu, which essentially allows you to convert any date format into a date variable recognized by Alteryx. The date-time tool is also useful if you need to convert dates from one format, for example, coming out of a legacy system, so that it will be a recognized format used by a different computer system, such as a depreciation system. Navigate to the parse menu and drag a date-time tool until it connects with the filter tool from step 3, part 2. Click the drop-down arrow and select the dDate column, since that's the field that contains our date of interest. Leave the default as datetime out as the output column name. Note, the default configuration is to create a new datetime variable field, not to overwrite the original date field. This is useful not only for tracking, but in case you make a mistake and interpret the date format as month, day, year, but it was actually day, month, year. Leave the default datetime language as English. You can click on the down arrow if you want to see other defaults that are pre-programmed in. Select the format YYYMMDD, since our dDate field is reported as a 4-digit year followed by a 2-digit month followed by a 2-digit day. Note, there are a number of default date formats included, but there's also a custom option which allows you to specify any date format for the incoming date. Annotate the tool with step 3, part 3. And then go ahead and save and run your workflow. I'm going to choose the option to cache and run my workflow from step 3, part 3, since we've engaged in another data limitation just prior to this step. Remember, you can always right-click and clear the cache if you need to make adjustments to the steps that you've cached. Great job! Now that we have a date variable which is recognized by Alteryx, we can perform a variety of functions using the date to identify specific time periods and recognize the passage of time.